So when it comes to envy, it's okay to feel inadequate. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to feel confused or wonder why you're not where this person is, or wonder why you don't have what this person has. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to acknowledge and feel these things, but but you should never act on envy. You should never act on hate. You should never act to watch another person's downfall, especially if it's not just, like, especially if it has no kind of cause, especially if it's unprovoked. You should never act on those things, because not only does it say that you're projecting hate, but it also means that you don't love yourself. It also means that you're not grateful. It also means that you're not proud of yourself in any way, shape, or form. Because if you were, you wouldn't feel the need to take away from someone else. You wouldn't feel the need to try and fill that void with preying on somebody else's downfall. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should never, ever act out of envy or hate, ever. I used to struggle with envy a lot, especially when it came to like especially when it came to either self-improvement or romance. I always thought that I had to be in a certain place just because like a certain influencer or whatever was pushing out to the collective that, oh, if you're not in this place, then you're asleep, you won't make it to the 5D, this, that, and the third. But what I had to realize was that people move at their own pace, bro. And it's like, as long as you're doing the inner work, and as long as you're doing your research, doing your inner work, as long as you're progressing to shift to the 5D, there's really no room for worry, because all you're doing is working, showing gratitude, and progressing. Like, there's never really any room for worry as long as you're working to get past or surpass the person that you were the day prior, or grow in consciousness. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Another example, or another thing is, I would like, sometimes when I struggled a lot with this, like earlier in 2023, last year. Sometimes when I would see like couples and shit walking past, or just social media shit, like I would think, damn, like I can't wait till my girl comes along or whatever. But what I had to do was identify why it was that whenever I saw things like that, I felt the kind of way. And that was because I didn't have that. But what I needed to realize was that love doesn't have to come without. Love does not have to come from another person. Love doesn't even have to come from your kin. Love needs to come from within. You know what I'm saying? That's a bar. But yeah, love needs to come from within, bro. Like, it does not necessarily have to come from other people. Love just needs to come from within. Like, what a lot of people don't realize is that when you act out of hate, or when you envy somebody else and you act on that shit, it kind of sets off like a chain reaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you act out of envy and you take away that person's energy, that person could then feel like they have to take something away from the next person, and then the next, and the next, and the next, and so on and so forth. And that thus creates a vicious cycle of hatred, bro. A vicious cycle of everybody feeling like they have to take away from the next nigga to get to what they assume to be elevation, but it's really not. Like, you just built yourself up off a false sense of security and ego, in a negative way though. So I'm gonna tell you what you need to do in order to stop being a hating ass nigga, basically. So what you need to do is you need to find out what it is that you're feeling, right? And if it is envy, you need to find out why you're feeling so envious. To be more detailed, you need to find out what wounds were caused on you or inflicted on you, not physically, but mentally and emotionally. What happened to you that caused you to feel the need to take away somebody else? Why do you feel the need to take away from other people? Why do you feel the need to project hate and hurt other people just because they have something that you don't have? Why do you feel the need to be a nuisance to somebody who's done absolutely no wrong to you? Why do you feel that? That's what you need to do. You need to identify that, and you need to work that out within self, whether that's meditating, journaling, or any healthy habit. You feel me? Any healthy habit that you can find, do that and work that shit out. Don't walk around as a hating ass nigga. Sincerely, Ace.